This is Big Bob with my 2 bobs worth, and you don't get much for 2 bob these days.
Hey, vey, at this juncture of the season, our ledger is no oil painting, and likewise our position on the ladder. Furthermore, as I always say, it's difficult to forget a game as forgettable as the one the Crows served up against the Swans, a game that must be banished from the mindsets of players and barrackers alike, lest it cause irreparable psychological damage that no panel beater would even contemplate fixing, not even as an insurance job. That having been said, the much needed break arrives none too soon this weekend, and as we anticipate the hibernation options and nurse our respective wounds, beginning with the debruising process, still one can't help wondering, if only the French had got here first, c'est la vie and pâté de foie gras. Let's not throw the bath water out with the baby. Hence, in the meantime, I for one will be enjoying pea and ham soup over the odd game of rickety Kate. Still, players and barrackers alike must resist the temptation to lapse into a stasis of demoralisation and avoid spending long periods in the room of mirrors that can only deplete the appetite and lead to a myriad of other complications. Sure, there have been some glitches, but we must remain positive and allow our subconscious minds to find ways to get back on track with or without the assistance of a good blacksmith, and they're hard to find these days. And I'm not talking about hastily cobbled together labyrinthian game plan overhauls, nor merely reshuffling the deck of deck chairs, as we're not completely sunk yet, although there are icebergs on the horizon. But that's no different for any team, as any well-credentialed member of the footballing fraternity knows only too well. As Wally knows, to his and my own detriment on more occasions than several, I have not been one to cosy up to the powers that be and schmooze my way into the good books, and so let's move on to the more fundamental football matters that continue to eat away at the fabric of the game. And here it goes without saying that I face the proverbial trilemma in tackling this issue, and I refer of course to the AFL Tribunal. That is in reality not try in any way, shape or form, and bears no resemblance numerically speaking to a trio, triumvirate, trifecta, triplet, triad, three-legged dog or triangle, be it isosceles or otherwise. I've had the odd quinella come home in my time and know the difference between a quadrella and Cinderella, but it was news to me to discover that the AFL Tribunal is in fact comprised not of 3, not of 4, but of 16 personages working in harmonious concert with each other. Call it a septet squared plus 2. And pass the sauerkraut. What a bunch of schmucks. Do the mathematics, AFL. How many umpires does it take to change a light bulb? And by the same token, how many tribunal members does it take to stick to a decision without second-guessing their raison d'etre? Is it any wonder they fall for the 3-card trick every time and are trumped at every turn? It's a schmozzle in anyone's language, and it feels good to get that off my chest. Put the kettle on, Wally. Perhaps that's enough at this juncture, as it's not easy maintaining a nuanced conversation in times like these. Time to cut my losses, count the change, and thank your mother for the mud crabs. And remember, said the big black bear to the big black bug, give me a kiss and I'll give you a hug. You've been hearing and feeling and with my 2 shekels worth, and you know the rest. Shalom.